Hello and welcome back to Foundry. In our last episode, we did a little bit of fiddling around with how things work as far as the elevators go, and what exactly Ignium is, where we get it. We made some good progress, but we didn't get as much progress done as I wanted to. So we're here again in the factory, and we are going to make some more progress today. I also made a couple of changes to the elevators, where the elevators are laid out, and I'll show those off in a moment. But I wanted to also smelt some more of the steel ingots, because all we got out of this was 50. And we have a few things to make. Specifically, we have Rail Mining Depot, which costs 20. Rail Mining Tracks, which cost 8 each. And Rail Miner, which costs 12. So 50 was going to be a narrow cut. And I also just noticed that I'm out of Xenoferrite plates. So let's grab a couple of stacks of those, I think. Maybe put the partial back. And then we can have that as well. Let's pull these out and put them in here to make the beams, because we're going to need those beams. Let's make one depot, one rail miner, and we can make 2 tracks with what we had, which is what I feared. We also need to make some explosives and an explosive detonator. Let's make 1 detonator, because I don't think we'll need more than that. And let's make 5 explosive charges. And I guess I should have gone and gotten some wire. Oh, I don't have wire being supplied where I can easily get a hold of it. Actually, let's pull out this Ignium, because I think we're going to need it. I also need some space in my inventory. One thing that I did is I moved the box of goodies, of terrain stuff here, so that it's kind of near where we're working right now, and I can drop stuff off there. But I need to keep that Ignium for something. I remembered for something. Oh, it was in the explosive charge itself. I needed it. Okay, so that's, yeah, there's a limit there, so that's why I had to keep some Ignium out. This is good. This needs those. Yeah. There, that saved me a little bit more space. But I still have a lot of stuff. Too much stuff, one might say. But we'll see. So I want to test out this these explosives. Let's do, maybe I'll put these on a different toolbar. That might be useful. Let's put the exploder detonator thingy here on 1. And the explosives on 2 on bar number 3. Let's go out here in the middle of the desert, because when you test explosives, as an American, you test them out in the desert. Well, nuclear ones anyway. So we'll throw an explosive down. By the way, these have a explosion radius of 5 meters, and I think 1 block has a meter, so I think we're probably safe here. We are. Boom. So, yeah, that's, let's see. We set it on top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so from the tile that it's at least, it's 5 meters. And I'm assuming the width of this thing is like 9 then? Yeah, 9 meters. So it's like itself plus 4 in all 3, cardinal directions, or all 3, whatever, directions. Axial direction? I don't know what it is. So, that's good. And those will be useful down below, where we need to go in a moment. I'm waiting for this to finish, though. Good stuff there, though. There we go. All done? All done. Alright, that's 50 more. That should hopefully hold us off a little bit. Yeah, that gives us enough to make 6 more rail mining tracks. I don't know what we're going to need for that just now. But let's go downstairs. Actually, let me show you something first. So I redid this. I moved... Ooh, did I want to do that? No, I want to put my railings back up here. Railing. There. And how do I want to do these? Maybe like this. And then like this. Maybe I should have moved that over by 1 more. Yeah, let's do that. Let me take these out. Control Z. Click, 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 and then let's Z that one, and then, where'd you go? Here, nope, that's not you. Here. So I switched these around, and for a very good reason, specifically the power connection. Let's do X, and then I can do that. It's a little derpy otherwise. And then I want to do a line of foundation here, and that way I can put this railing in and it looks decent. This one, and then I can have a place to put it like this. Go around, come on over here, yeah, and then one here, And then we'll do the corner again. There, and I'm out. That I can fix. Like that. I think that's fine, because that's protecting, or separating, rather, the place where where I can fall due to the electrical. We need to move this pole and wire now, the cable, rather, over to, let's say, right here. And then that can go and connect up to our thing here. So down below, I removed everything, and we have to rebuild it all. So I want to make sure that we do this kind of right. But I wanted the power to be on the same side as the as the lift, as the freight elevator, because that's where I'm going to be building all my stuff. At least I think that's where I'm going to be building all my stuff, so I think that's where I want it. So as you can see, I took everything out here, and this is dug down to bedrock now. And this is what we had to excavate it out all by hand. But now that we have explosives, we can excavate it all out by explosives. And, let's see here. The elevator is blast resistant. The freight elevator, blast resistant. The rail mining depot, blast resistant. The rail mining tracks, blast resistant. The only thing that's not is the rail miner itself. The foundation building blocks here. Things like logistic containers and transformers are not blast resistant. So anything other really than your structure stuff is not blast resistant, or your elevator stuff is not blast resistant. So be careful doing blasting. But let's do that. And then, kaboom. That helps. That helps a lot. Let's do some platform here, maybe. Now that we blasted that out. I'm going to want to drill, or maybe we should just blast this part out, too. Let's go, like, right there, maybe? Yeah, that'll work. Come over here, out of the way, so I don't blast myself. And then that's clear as well. Nice. That gives me a little bit of room to work here, and then I can do a platform here, like this. With the building blocks, because we're going to need it for power-related things anyway. We could tuck back into there, but I'm not that worried about it. I'm just going to kind of do this for now. But more importantly, we can come over here if I had the building blocks. Well, just cancel that then. Let's make some more. Bunch of more. It was like 30. We can do this. And they all get made. Oh no, it's more than 30. So go ahead and build that. Okay, it is it, because that's where the edge of the stuff is. I don't know if I should actually build this close over here, though, or not, because it could need to blast again. Let's do our freight elevator terminus here. Freight elevator bottom. And then we need to have it be at that height. Yes. And then we need to put in some flooring here, at least around it. Maybe underneath it as well. But at least around it for now, so I don't fall. And I could do the same thing with the railings here, and I will do the same thing with the railings here. But I'll save that. I'll save you guys for that one. So this is going to transport up to 320 items per second. Let's look at the rail mining depot. Ooh, that's a big one. That's a big one. We need to blast some more then. It'll fit right there, but just barely. So we need to have more room up high. So I shouldn't have built all this stuff. Let's give me maybe this much back. Hopefully that's enough. And let's do a little more blasting. I assume if I hit the center of this... Can I pick those back up, by the way? Okay, I just click on it to pick it back up. Okay, that's good. I don't have to fight with it too badly then. Oh, you can throw more than one. Well, that's interesting. Give me some more of these then. We're gonna need them. Oh no! Oh, good thing I didn't blast myself. Because you can't. Either way. I need to do a little bit more down here then, I think, so I can get my flooring in. Maybe one there. Maybe one like here. That'll be a good start. I can drill the rest of this out, I think. A couple more blocks. These here. Yep. Oops. And then I can do... Oh, get rid of the analyzer, Molly. Jeez. That. And... Oh, good, I have a lot. Oh, it's like 150 that I made, not 30. That. Clean this corner up, I suppose, at some point. That one I should probably drill out and put a block in, just for logical reasons. Let's go here. So, back to miner. Rail mining depot. That'll be good, I think. 1, 2, 3. Actually, should be like... Well... Maybe I should push it over a little bit more, even. Let's go like that, maybe. And I can push it onto the side of this instead. You just take out a couple of these. Doesn't have to be a lot, so we don't need to do a blast. Even though the blasting is, well, a blast. And then we can do loaders, because these have loader slots on them. Like this, and like that. And then a belt would connect that up to go upstairs. 3 belts, please. There we go. No grid connection. We need to have power down here. Oh, wait. Yeah, we need to have power down here. Let's do transformer. That's what else I needed over here. Maybe we can just put the transformer right here. And then you get power. No grid connection. Is this high voltage only? Does it say that? High voltage grid. Okay. Can I hook them both to it? I guess I can. Nice. All right, we have a grid now. Let's see. Mining inventory, rail tracks, and rail miner. Well, let's make some more of those tracks, maybe. Make all the tracks. And then the miner goes in here. And the tracks go in there. No tracks connected. So do I have to connect my own tracks? Why would you have a slot for them then? Give me some of those back. I guess I need to have them in my working inventory here. Let's see. Yeah, maybe I should put a floor down here. X maybe would help. Let's see. Okay, so there's a blue arrow and a red arrow. I'm guessing they need to be lined up. Let's try that idea on for size. And still can't launch a rail miner. The track's too short for a rail miner. Add more tracks. So I need more space here. Dang it. Okay. Let's do this then. Back some of these back out again so that I don't destroy them. We can always put them back. This might complain about floating, but it's not. And then let's go to here. And these are, right, blast resistant, good. Let's try and go... Can I stand on these? No, of course not. Why would you be able to stand on them? Maybe right there. No, I'd like it to be lower. Is that going to be low enough? One... Wait, X. 1, 2... Yeah, that should be good. Let's pull that one off. And then we'll go here. And kablooey. There we go. And then back here, let's do another rail. And I'm going to need my X mode again. And I think that's lined up right. Looks right. Red and red. Blue and blue. Oh, I have a button. Okay, flooring, please. X. Oops. Take that one out for a moment, please. And then let's go through here and put this flooring back into, I don't know, there, I guess. It's fine. Push it a button. Ooh, that looks like a rail miner. Oh god, that's cool. Oh wow. And it just drills the crap out of it. See movement. Ooh, stuff. That is ignium ore rubble. That's different than ignium ore. That is this one that we need the crusher for. Interesting. Now, the question is, should we crush down here and send the... We're already sending the rubble up. Let's see here. The recipe is 5 rubble becomes 2 ore. Technically, then we should crush down here. But I didn't really give myself enough room right now. Maybe we can switch this up later. So that's getting a lot more than 1 ignium per block, because it hasn't actually removed any blocks yet. And it's picked up, I don't know, dozens? I mean, it's going up, so it's hard for me to tell at this point, but it's picking up a decent amount. I wonder what the speed is on this miner. Also, I wonder if I can put some more flooring down so I quit falling in the hole. I mean, yeah, I can, but you know what I mean. Okay, this is officially awesome. But yeah, we're definitely mining a decent rate. I don't know if it tells me. Just grid stats for the electrical grid. I don't know if it tells me how much we're getting, what rate we're getting. But we are getting less than this belt can travel, which is 160, or transport rather, which is 160. Because it's going, well, actually maybe not. Hard to say, I guess. Is it or is it not? So then these rail miner tracks, yeah, because it just went empty. Does it lay its own track? We have 6 here now. It hasn't laid a new one yet. It's going to have a bit to go before it would have room to lay a new one, but does it lay its own track? Does it just keep going like the Energizer Bunny? If it does, that would be freaking awesome. So I think what we should do is go back upstairs, set up an area to take this rubble and turn it into ignium ore. Yeah, we're already full up on the lift now. So this is going to stop decrementing now because it's full up, and start doing some crushing. Let's go. Land. And the station is actually up 1 more block by now. You can see it's 137 now. And that was simply so that I could just extend the factory, the level factory floor out, and put it, and that way it's right here on the same floor as everything else. And we'll just extend it that way. So we should make some more of this, which means we need to have more, both of them actually, but mostly definitely Xenoferrite. You? Oh, and we have research to turn on too. And you. Let's do... Oh, wow, you're full. Let's, no, not manage, I'm sorry. Let's go to the research interface. We talked about concrete production. Assembler 2 we don't need. Logistic container 2 we don't need yet. Someone wanted me to go ahead and do these these scans for Technum and Xenoferrite. Let's do Xenoferrite first. That one's done. That one's done. We have a lot of red packs, but it was kind of stockpiled, and here comes a bunch of blues. So that's good. Freight elevator 2, we don't need that because we don't need to have a huge amount of throughput just yet. We just unlocked the 360 or the 320 belts, so we don't really need to have the 640 yet. So we'll sit on that one for a little while. Combustion generator might be useful, especially, doesn't it unlock the better smelting? Yeah, but then again, on the other hand, we need to also start strip mining that stuff. Inventory size, I could probably use that, actually. That's a huge research, though. Let's go with concrete production. Gives us... Oh, it depends on underground mining ignium. It gives us concrete, which is cement and gravel. Gravel is made From crushing stone. Okay. Which means there should be a rail miner for limestone and rock. There is. Limestone, rate, solid rock, rock, dense rock, and core rock. Okay. So those are all rock. I'm assuming limestone gives us limestone specifically, though. And then we have cement, which is limestone and xenoferrite ore. Ooh. Yeah, so we're going to have uses for the xenoferrite ore besides xenoferrite plates. We're going to have some to make steel. We're going to have some to make cement. And we'll see what else we need for it. Let's unlock this. That's going to come immediately as well. Power pole wall mounted would be useful once I start building a factory. If I want to have like a physical factory building. Let's do lights too. That's a fairly cheap one we can afford right away. And that one's expensive. Not that expensive should be a rule here. A double door we don't really need. Let's do the combustion generator then. This will have a little bit of time before it actually unlocks. But we just unlocked a bunch of stuff, so that's good. We need to make some crushers, which need more of the xenoferrite steel, which means we need more xenoferrite made. Did I make a crusher? Did I make a crusher already? Looks like that. I don't see one. So we need to make enough xenoferrite steel to be able to make one, which means we need to go get some more xenoferrite ore from these guys. Pick that up and let them go back to work. Yeah, because we're not using all the ore, all the plates that I set up. That's for sure. And then I can drop these in here, and we can use the ignium that I had in my inventory still to make some more. To make some more of the what was it making? Ingots to make more beams. I think it was 10 we needed for the crusher. Yeah. This and that. I made a lot of those rails, that's the problem. Alright, so hopefully we can make at least one crusher, if not a couple out of this. We should probably make a few out of this even. And then we can set those up. In the meantime, I should make a bunch more of this. That'll give me another 125, I think, is what it was. That should be enough for one. Yep. There we go. I queued it after the floor plate stuff. That's fine. This is going to run out of ignium before it runs out of xenoferrite, which is fine also. I have 3 more blasting charges left, so we're good there, if I need those for some reason. Other than, you know, making holes in the desert. I'm going to try and avoid using those around this area. Oh, we should do the map scan thing, too. Let's go to the map. And toggle map scanner. Xenoferrite. Is that all it does? Okay, points list. It just marks on the map where the ores are. Okay, oh, there's some there that I don't know about. Oh, it gives us a size, too. Okay. So this size is 11 by 5 by 11. I'm assuming the 5 is the depth. This one's 11 by 5 by 11, 9 by 4 by 13. Is that the one on the edge of the cliff that we saw? Or was that up here somewhere? That's a huge one. Height's around... Okay, the height is around 115. This height is 129, which is where we're at. So that one's a little bit lower. 19 by 9 by 21. That's a huge patch. Okay, I can get behind that. And then Technum. There's Technum here that is not on my map, so that's good. Oh, it must be just slightly underground. I'll bet you it's slightly underground. That's why it doesn't appear. 179. That's like on the top of the mountain. So that's why I don't see it here. But it's underground. But it must be like just near the surface. Well, maybe. This one says the height is 9 meters. That's way underground. So there are deposits like these ones on the surface then, underground, as well as the layers that we found using the scanner itself, which are a different material, I guess, is the way to say it. Because they are Technum rock, Xenoferrite rock, whatever the scanner thing he says, the depth charge thing here says. Yeah, Ignium rock, Xenoferrite rock, and Technum rock. Whereas the map scanner is scanning for the actual ore deposits, like the ones here on the surface, which the scanner says actually is ore. Oh, there's a number here on the on how much is in these. About 1,000 per block. Depends a little bit, sometimes less, sometimes more. But it looks like about 1,000 per block, untouched block at least. Let's make maybe just one more of these crushers for now. We can always do more later. And I'm going to leave those alone. Okay, let's go set up an area over here. Should probably fill that in with something so I don't fall into it 15 times. Let's do... Get rid of some of this biomass. Ooh, I wonder if we can... Well, I don't want to blast it, but... I'm going to blast a hole, but I wonder if we can blast the biomass. Like if you can attach it to the top part of the tree. Let's set up an area over here to do the crushing, and then we can move that smelter and assembler over here to also do the refining into the steel beams. I'm going to have a bunch of biomass in my inventory. I'm going to throw that in that little box. That'll be a good start anyway. Since I don't need it, I won't keep it. Alright. For now. The combustion generator may or may not use it. Let's do a decent sized area here. Just because I don't know what I'm going to need. And then we'll want to connect loaders to this. And then we'll want to connect loaders to... the crushers. Ooh, that research for combustion generator is done. Crusher? Ooh, these are small. 2x2. Okay. That I can get behind too. Let's do it like this, maybe. We could do the other one right next to it. Maybe. Yeah. Belt. And then we need to turn this one on to be output. And here comes that Ignium stuff. Oh, here's the gravel recipe here too. Okay. Ignium ore, please. Crushing. Good. Crushing it. So these are going to consume 100 per minute. This belt's only carrying 160 at most per minute. So 2 of these will be more than enough once it buffers up enough. Which is 3 recipes, which is 15. Then it'll pass it along to here. Oh, once I put a thing in here. Right. Good job, Wally. You. And you. Okay. That should do it. There they go. Yeah, this one's not quite getting enough, but it's keeping us honest. Okay, so then the next step would be to pass this stuff along to the smelter. Let's take that down. And take this down. And we got the beams from that. You can see I got 5 beams picked up. So you don't lose anything from deconstructing, which is good. And then let's put this into the smelter. This is 3. Oh, that's good. I like that still. Let's leave myself a space here. I'm going to need to have... How much can you consume? Not the cement, but that's good to know. Cement is made here at an induction smelter. You can consume 2 ignium ore every 4 seconds. 30 per minute. And we're making... not 80 per minute, but, you know, maybe 60 or 70 per minute. So we actually need a couple of these. At least eventually. But I'm fine with that. Let me do... let's see. Let's do 2 of these and 1 of these for now. The long ones can go like this and like this. And then the short one can go here. And we can put a belt like this. Those are outputs, so we need to switch them out. And there we go. And now you are getting... You're getting the ignium you need, but not the Xenoferrite ore. We need to get that from a mining source, which means that I need to run a belt from that over here. Oof. I could and should probably just use one of these belts as the source, because we're obviously not smelting all of this. We're only actually running 2 of them right now, and probably not even at full speed. I could also set up a special dedicated one for this. What did it need per minute? It was 60 per minute. So one of these should be able to handle it. Do I have another drone miner made? No. Alright, we have advanced machinery parts now. I can make the other one. Nice. Alright. And I need to put you on platform, of course. Let's do this, and then this, and then this. Yeah. And then I can do one of these, like so. I guess I could have done maybe that also to get myself ability to stand here. And they're hopping out already. Okay. And then we need to have a loader. We're going to need 2 of those eventually. And then this will go in that direction somehow. I guess we'll go here. As I put a power pole in its way. You go that way. Loader can go here. We need to ramp up. And we'll need to turn in as well at some point. Let's do a little bit more of this belt. Stop there. Ramp. Nope, that should be a slope up. Like that. And I think I'll go ahead and do the other one so we can get up over this other belt. Then we can come across again. Back up a little bit more. No, let's actually back up quite a bit more. Because I should just extend this out. I'm out of foundation pieces. Xenoferrite plate, let's all be surprised at that one. So I could do this from up here also. Okay. Then let's do one of these like this. And I need to have a couple more. Behind my... There we go. Oh, just one more. Well, yeah, just one more. Although, in retrospect, maybe I take a trick out of the person I mentioned last time, Krydax's book, and run the belt under the factory, like this. He was, as I mentioned, I think in the last episode at least, he was streaming this the other day, and he was doing these sneaky underground belts. Take this all out, that's fine. And I thought that was a really cool idea, so I'm going to steal the idea. And then I have to get up there. I should have left myself a little footstool here. Come on. And then if we want, we could come up. Let's say we come up. Let's see, that's going to be the thing. That's going to be that thing. Come up in this area somewhere. And then we do like... Oh, this isn't going to fit, though. I still need to come up 2. This needs to be here, which means this needs to be out here. That's fine. We'll just make this work. I'm sure this is going to change 15 times. I'm just going to make it work. For now. Not demolition. I want to drill that. Like that. And then we do a single belt here. And then we do a loader right here. And now I can throw all the Xenoferrite I had in my hand into that. But now we're loading this in. This could be done up like kind of like this. And it should have molded itself around this. And then I could put some railings here if I wanted. That would work. And then we can do another area out here. Now I need more of these. I'll kind of fill this in. You can kind of see where you can kind of get really, really massive on this. And I would like to build this stuff in like a multi-story building, but without knowing everything about the game, I'm hesitant to do that because it takes a lot of time to build. I think I will build a building with the concrete once we get that set up, at least to experience it, but I don't know if I want to do a multi-story building just now. But we'll see. So in the future, by the way, we can take, once we can mine Xenoferrite underground, we can do the same setup here with Xenoferrite and feed that into a lift, feed that into probably a crusher, because I'm assuming it's going to be Xenoferrite rubble, like this, and then smelt that, crush that, and then feed it into this machine instead of mining the surface deposit there. Alright, so we are consuming 60 Xenoferrite and 30 Ignium, and now we need to set up an area for the assembler here. I think I will do kind of like this, maybe. Do like that, I guess. And then this can be these. This is going to consume 20 to make 20, and this is making 30. So we're going to have a little bit of a ratio issue here, but we can solve that later. Right now it's about making stuff, not about making stuff to ratio so much. Then I will take this out. Here, maybe. We can come this way with it, and I think I'll take it around behind. That should be there, and then here. Okay, you are an output now, and you're going to output those things, and then they're going to get input into here. We could make another assembler or two to make these things a bit faster if we want. Oops. And now I need a step again. Do I still have... I do still have some dirt. There we go. So these are now getting made. We can put the other assembler next to it. And do the same kind of thing here. Need to go get some of the lower supplies there. And do this. So now we should have... over here. Now we should have steel beams being made at a rate of 40... Well, 30, because all we're getting out of this is 30. So at a rate of 30 per minute. And then we can even do the same type of second lane thing, like we did with the smelter, or with the crusher, rather, here, to do the output, and we can feed those onto the bus, because that's the product we're actually going to need to use, is the beams. As far as I could see, the ingots are only used to make beams, but there's no, like, reverse recipe to look up here to be sure about that. However, you know, we're going to need to automate rail mining tracks, for example, because we're going to need to keep feeding those down here, I'm assuming. Let's go back downstairs. Now that it's dark, we can go back downstairs. we need to keep making those, I'm assuming, to feed it down here and into the machine. Someone told me, I think it was in chat in yesterday's episode, that they have the lifts carrying two things, one up and one down. What happened? Oh, you're still unloading everything upstairs. Yeah, we're mining more than we're crushing and smelting. Yeah, rail miner inventory full, but it has made a hole, and it has placed another rail miner because there are only track rather, because there's only 5 here now. So it does do its own manufacturing, or it does do its own assembly rather. So we need to make rail miner tracks upstairs, and we can ship them down and then feed them using the same method into the rail mining depot here, and it will keep its own tracks full then, which is going to be super useful. And yeah, that's just processing away. That's a lot of stuff. We're definitely gonna need to build this bigger eventually, but right now it just mines faster than we can really process otherwise. Yeah, this is going constantly at, well, not 200 per minute because we're only consuming 30 out of the 80 we're making. So what we should do next is we should set up more of these smelters, whatever they're called. Induction smelters. We should set up probably, well, we can only carry, the way we have everything set up right now, we can only carry 160 because we're using 160 level belts. So we're only going to be able to make 160 divided by 5 times 2, whatever that is, 64 total ignium per minute. So we need to be able to have, well, just 2 of these really would be enough. But that's not going to be enough ore coming in. We'll have to set up another miner with to add ore to that belt for that process. So we'll have to do that at some point as well if we want to double this. That'll then make... oh, no power. Oh, we've overwhelmed our power network. Yeah, combustion generator, what? Ooh, that's what we could also push some of the ignium into. Instead of smelting it all, we could push some of it into power, presumably. We should do that, but we'll do that next time. We're currently at 42 minutes, so I think we're going to be at a good point right now. We should set up a little bit more power, and we should also look at that combustion generator next time. And then we'll see where we need to go from there, because I'm not even certain at this point where we actually need to go. We'll output these onto the bus and send them down, and we'll use them in assembly for things. I mean, I guess we could siphon some of the plates off. Maybe we should just do it this way. Let's make the mining, the rail mining tracks here locally, and just connect them up to the lift. Maybe that's easier. Maybe that's better. But I think we're at a good place. So thank you all for joining me. And I will see you all in the next one where we have even more adventures. Thanks. This was a blast. Bye for now.